Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the undefeated EBU European lightweight champion. He's from Maidstone. His hands are sometimes made of stone. It is, of course.
Sometimes. Hey, you know what? You said I felt flat and I was waiting for you. I thought, it always puts a smile on my face. And now I'm only sometimes made of stone.
It is, of course, Mr. Sam Noakes. Sam, welcome back on the show, my friend.
Thanks for having me, mate.
Always my pleasure. Of course, for people that have listened to this podcast in the past, when Sam's been on, the many times he has been on, he's always been made of stone. He's finally gone the distance. We last spoke back in April, Sam. At that time, you were getting ready to fight Yvan Mendy at York Hall. Obviously, I was ringside for the fight. You went the distance for the first time. But in doing so, you didn't lose a single round on the scorecards. 120, 108 all around. There's probably not many fighters, I was thinking about it today, in the whole world who wouldn't lose a single round to Mendy on any scorecard over 12 whole rounds. There's a lot I'm sure you can take away from that fight, Sam.
Yeah, I think, I know, obviously, the streak was brilliant and it was nice to have that. But I think for the first time, obviously, going the distance, it being over 12 rounds, still having stuff left in the tank, as you say, not losing a round, I think it's a good box to tick. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, everyone likes a knockout, but I do think doing it over 12, like rather than say going the distance over 6, it's better to do it over the 12. You know what I mean? It's, as you say, you can't just be like, oh, what's he going to be like down the back end now? Do you know what I mean? Because I've done the full championship rounds.
And not only that, but obviously to go the distance with someone like Yvan Mendy, it's not like it's someone who no one's ever heard of. It's not like it's someone who's not right up there in terms of, you know, it was definitely your biggest step up. And obviously he's never been stopped before. Like there's nothing you can complain about in going the distance with him, really. Yeah, obviously you felt going in, you know, that York Hall ring is quite small. You felt you'd probably get to him at some point. Were you a little bit gutted to lose that 100% KO percentage a tiny bit?
Cool. Yeah, cool so I was. You know, like, it seems I must have tagged him that 2 or 3 times, like, noticeably in the rounds, you know, like where he would have a little wobble or a little stumble, do you know what I mean? But it just seemed to have happened that it was like the last 10, 15 seconds of each round. So it just weren't weren't working out for me. I mean, in hindsight, and looking back, probably maybe I went out a little bit more gun-ho in the last round. But, I mean, obviously, you don't want to get injured and you've got to think longevity. But I was a little bit disappointed. Not disappointed in the but a little bit gutted, you know?
Yeah, no, I understand. But, no, like I say, a brilliant win. And you'd be, you know, you'd be hard-pressed to try and find someone in the whole entire world, even at elite level, that would you know, win 120, 108 across all 3. We had your brother Sean on last week's podcast. I know you were obviously at his fight, screaming from the front row the other week. What did you make of his win over Inder Bassi?
Yeah, I think it's a good win. And I think, obviously, before doing the 10-rounder, all he'd done before was 6 rounds. So I think he dealt with that. It was quite a good pace fight, and I think he dealt with the distance quite well, like going the distance. So I think, yeah, and I mean, Inder Bassi's a very tough opponent as well, isn't he? Like, I remember when he got announced, I remember thinking, like, oh, he's going to be in a good fight there. Do you know what I mean? Because I've done some rounds with Inder, and he's a tough man. He's quite awkward with the range, like the range he's got and his height. Do you know what I mean? So I think Sean done really well.
Yeah, I agree. He's on holiday at the minute, isn't he? The lucky bugger.
Yeah, living out, mate. Loving it out there. I bet he's been eating all the gyros and all that out there, mate.
He was telling us about the post-fight tradition, going round mum's, ordering a pizza, watching the fights back. Yeah,
no, it's all right. The thing is, it just seems at the minute, it'd be like, when I've finished and I can have all the pizzas, he's about 3-4 weeks out from a fight. Yeah. And then when he finishes, I can't even have none anyway, do you know what I mean? Everyone comes back, everyone's eating, bar me this time, and then the time before it was him.
I heard yours is a barbecue meat feast, Sam, I think.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, yeah, it's funny. So we always used to get that as, like, when we were young. But, you know, when you're on such a health kick and you're eating, all you've been eating is good food, and you think, right, all I need is a big greasy pizza. Yeah. You get that greasy pizza, and, you know, it's not the same. It makes you feel worse. It's like McDonald's, you know, like when you're driving back, normally 9 times out of 10 you get out of the venue and it's like midnight, 1 in the morning. The only thing open is a McDonald's, and you think you want it, but you end up eating it, and it fucking makes you feel worse.
That's me, like, most days of the week.
It's the thought of it, yeah. Even when you're eating it, you're like, oh, this is great. And then as soon as you finish, you're just like, mate, why have I done that? Like, there's no need.
I tell you what, I've been there so many times, it's untrue. Moving on, the main reason that you're on, obviously, your next fight's only a few weeks away now. It's come round quick. You'll be back boxing at the York Hall against Italy's Gianluca Ceglia, or Ceglia, however it's pronounced. What do we know about this guy, Sam? You've got a couple of, obviously, common opponents.
Yeah, so he's had a couple good wins. I know he's worked his way up to the mandatory European, like he's mandatory challenger, so in order to face him, obviously to keep the title. So I expect he's going to be tough. He's going to be, sort of similar to Mendy in a way. Do you know what I mean? Maybe not as tough and durable. Well, I hope not, anyway. But yeah, I think it's just a good fight at the end of the day. Like, we're training, we ain't no easy feat. I know him and Mendy have boxed, and Mendy beat him, but styles make fights, don't they? So, I mean, obviously, I'm just keeping in the gym, doing what I'm doing, and then hopefully get back on the knockout streak, to be honest.
Yeah, I know that also, this guy, Ceglia, he also boxed Vincenzo Finiello. That's the guy who...
How did he get on? How did he get on with Vincenzo? I didn't see that when I looked down the record.
Yeah, he must
have gone the distance, didn't he?
Yeah, he beat him. He beat Finiello over 10 rounds. It was quite close fight.
Oh, yeah? Well,
yeah.
Should be nice then.
Because I remember, I'll never forget... Sorry, mate, go on.
Oh, no, because I've looked down his record, but I didn't see Vincenzo on there. He's a nice fella, that Vincenzo, you know?
Yeah, I've never seen anyone get knocked out and then pick you up on their shoulders.
I see, what's his name? Foley did it to Pierce O'Leary, didn't he?
Oh, okay.
The only other time I've seen that.
What a sight. Yeah. Whereas before, Sam, obviously, there was a bit of pressure on your shoulders to deliver these knockouts. This will be the first fight, probably without that real pressure, that expectancy. Does that work for you really and truly now?
To be honest, I think the thing is, I always want a knockout. I just think that's just how I am. So it's never not in my head. Do you know what I mean? And I think it takes it away that the thing is that you ain't got to keep the streak going, but I still want it just as much. Do you know what I mean? The hunger for that stoppage is not gone. It's like the streak's sort of gone now, and it's how many are we going to get now? Just got to rebuild and go again. Hopefully get another 13. That'd be nice.
There we go. And I tell you what, I wouldn't want to bet against it, Sam. You're the man that can deliver it. Just before we wrap things up, we've flown through things quite quickly. If you've got any closing words for the listeners, Sam, take it away, my man.
Yeah, just the same as always. Thanks for listening and supporting, and tune in on the 6th of September.
There we go. Don't miss it. Sam, as always, my friend, the pleasure's mine. Thanks so much for your time. Best of luck in this fight, and we'll speak again soon, my friend.
Thanks a lot, mate.